Hey guys, I'm here with MMA legend and a champ, Joey Beltran. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. No complaints here.
Yeah, so what's it feel like? That's what I first wanted to ask you. What did it feel like to finally get that belt wrapped around your waist in the BKFC?
Uh, it's really awesome for. I think it's more awesome, more so for my parents and
Yeah,
my mother, my family, my friends. The fans that have supported me since the beginning. You know what I mean? Because we went through some rough times, we went through some dark times.
absolutely.
And to be able to come back and for lack of better terms, like kind of like my second run, if you will, at this whole combat thing, and flourishing now. It's pretty awesome. Things are going really well.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that like you've been doing it for so long and you finally got that belt at the end. Is there any more goals that you want to achieve, or do you just want to keep defending that belt, or do you
Uh,
want
yeah, I want to defend the. I'm going to defend the bare knuckle fighting championship world title 5 times, and then retire as the champ,
to? Okay.
and then walk off into the sunset. And then after that, my goal will be to get my black belt in jiu-jitsu because
Oh,
I've been a brown belt for like 7 years, 6 years.
Yeah. So you came off a win last year. I would like to say it was 2019 in MMA. Uh,
Yeah.
Now, are you looking to go back and have an MMA fight, or are you just going to stick to the bare knuckle fighting?
I mean, honestly, I'm just if something like that were to pop up again, out in Russia or like out somewhere across the world,
Yeah.
like a rocking chair experience, I could tell my
Yeah, it's
grandkids
far away.
about, I would do it. But to like, because I mean, honestly, like right now, I don't know. To me, it seems like if I were to go back to try to get back into Bellator or UFC or something like that, I would have to put together like a couple wins on the regional show and rightfully so, like
Yeah.
build up some momentum and get back in, and I'm just not really into that right now. I'm just really focused on making myself the best possible bare knuckle boxer, bare knuckle fighter possible. I say bare knuckle fighter because we have a unique rule set in that we can dirty box, we can fight in the clinch,
Yeah.
and that's unique up compared to any other league in the world.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you a question about that too. Let's just say that like there's like boxing, then there's UFC and MMA, then there's bare knuckle, which is just seems really scary for a lot of people out there. What gave you the motivation to go fight with no gloves, pretty much?
I mean, honestly, I'd been a fan of bare knuckle fighting for a long time. I've watched all those videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of like Gypsy Boy, James McCory, the Joyce family and all the traveling gypsies.
Oh,
I've loved those videos on YouTube. I love them. And so it's been something like I always thought of, even back in the day, like Kimbo and Masvidal. Like I remember
oh,
watching all
for
those
sure.
videos and shit. So it's like what had happened is I thought I was retired for a while. I went through some rough times. Spent about 4 months in rehab. Came out and was like cleaned up my act, or in the process of cleaning up my act. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then like I was driving for Amazon and fucking hating life.
Oh, for sure.
Those are fucking slave drivers, man. Like 300 stops a day. Like that's bullshit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, oh my god.
I was
And
looking into Amazon actually recently just for like a side job, but now I might reconsider.
I mean, aside, okay, so a little bit because I did a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because I did the side hustle where you do it through the app on your phone. It's
Yeah.
called Amazon. Was it? I forgot. Amazon something. Amazon Flex.
Okay.
So
Yes.
you just log on to the phone and then like if you're lucky enough to pop up to get a shift and you go in, it's like 4 hours max.
That's not bad.
And it's pretty cool. That one was all right. I like that one. It was cool, but then it got to the point where it was super hard. You couldn't get any shifts. It was like it was lame. So then at that point, then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go work for this company at the actual warehouse in Carlsbad,
Hmm.
and that's when they fucking get you. That's when it's like 12 hours, 16-hour shifts. Like it's hard.
And you're still.
Anyways, like I was driving and I was like sitting on my lunch break, like sitting at freaking Jack in the Box eating a cheeseburger, just miserable. And then like my old manager hit me up. He's like, "Hey champ, how you doing, bro?" I was like, "Hey, I'm good." He's like, are you in shape right now? You've been training?" I was like, "Yeah,
Eating a
yeah,
cheeseburger.
yeah." I was like, "Yeah, you know." He's like, "Well, Sergey Karatana, 5 weeks, 20-20 out in Russia. What do you think?" I was like, "Let's fucking do it. Let's go."
Yeah.
I threw myself into the gym like head first and got as ready as I could in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Went out and fought Sergey, and Sergey was like on a five knockout streak.
Yeah.
And I took him the distance, busted him up a little bit, and did a really good fight. Put on a really entertaining fight. And so after that, I was like, okay, I can still do this. So I came home and I started training, started losing weight, got back into the gym, and I just for whatever reason I couldn't get any luck getting a regional show. Like I said,
Yeah.
to build up my record and get some momentum and go back into like Bellator or something. I couldn't get any fights. And then my coach at Alliance was managing Rowdy Beck at the time, who's also my team at Alliance. And so, had it not been for her, who knows, man, I would not be
Yeah.
the champion today because I kind of like piggybacked off her and got into the first show. And the funny thing is like, yeah, our fight, me and Tony Lopez's fight, is the fight everybody talks about from that first
Oh,
night.
it's great. Yeah.
And we were the fucking swing bout. We weren't even supposed to be. We were
Oh,
the alternate. We were the alternate fight for the tournament. We weren't even supposed to be on TV. Like, could you imagine that?
wow.
And the way that like the stars aligned, like we got in.
It just worked out perfectly.
We got in the second to last fight and just fucking lit the house on fire.
Wow.
And then after that, that's kind of like, I was like, all right, I can do this. I like this. This is fun.
Yeah.
And then after my second fight, I fought Arnold Adams, who actually ended up winning the tournament and being the first champion. And I lost by cuts. Like that's when I was like, all right, man, I gotta.
Step
If I
her
want
up.
to have any longevity in the sport, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out, change up the game. And so I was doing real. I did some really good stuff, adjustments on my defense, and things have been going really good.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been watching like the Instagrams, and it's a lot of motivation. So shout out to people watching. Just definitely follow and check your Instagram because I've seen your motivational videos and they're great. So I always wanted to ask you a question. This is a little bit different, probably. How the heck did you ever make the middleweight cut?
Oh, what had happened is like I was cutting to 205 like pretty easily because I was not even a small heavyweight. Like I was like 245.
Yeah.
Not like
liquid,
ripped,
right?
not ripped or chiseled by any means, you know. And so then like when I cut down to 205, that was not that bad. I was like walking around like 230.
Yeah.
25. And then when I fought for the title for Bellator's light heavyweight title, and I got my jaw broke by fucking Emmanuel Newton. And so then I was in a wire, had my mouth wired for 9 weeks.
Oh wow.
That's how I lost a bunch of weight. I was like walking around at like 198.
That's
So
insane.
My manager's like, might as well go to 185, see how you feel.
Because that was a big cut for you, and I was always just curious how you made that. Well, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was not by choice. It was kind of like, well, here I am. So I guess I'll do it.
I just got two more questions for you. The champion right now of the UFC, Stipe Miocic, you got a chance to actually have a fight with him. What did you ever think from that fight that he was something that was going to be special, or did you ever see something in him?
It's funny you say that. I remember like leading up, like in the lead up to the fight, I was they were interviewing me. I was like, I don't really give a fuck if he's undefeated. Like he's never fought anybody like me. I was like, I'm definitely not gonna lay down for him. I was like, and who knows? He might be the next big thing, but I'm not gonna. But he's gonna have to fucking earn that win on Saturday night.
And you went the distance with him. That's got to be like a tap on the shoulder. Like that's huge.
And what's crazy is like so many things were going on in my personal life, and then like the fans don't see, and like I was like I was in such a bad space mentally, like negative, like the negative self talk was like at the highest level. I remember like walking out right when we're gonna walk out in the gorilla position, I was like,
Yeah.
guys, you're gonna get fucked up, Joey. You're gonna get fucked up, and you deserve it because you're a piece of shit. Because I was like a horrible, being a horrible husband, like sneaking fucking drugs and women behind my wife's back, just being a stereotypical horrible husband, you know. And because of that, I was like, you deserve to get your ass beat. You're gonna get fucked up right now. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my god. And then like it ended up being like an entertaining fight, but during the fight, like I remember like I swang and missed a big hook like in the third round, and I was like, "You're fucking embarrassing yourself. What the fuck are you doing out here? You're embarrassment. You're embarrassment."
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. And then I watched the fight. Like I didn't watch the fight until like literally like a year after.
Oh wow.
I was like, "Fuck, dude, that was so close. I was so close to beating that guy."
Yeah.
But you know, whatever. It's a living, you learn it. And like at the end of the day, like everything, like all my hardships and personal and in the cage and all the lessons I've learned in life and grown and developed like as a fucking man, grow up. I literally grew up in the cage. And like now it's like at this point, like fighting, that's easy. That's the easy part.
It's life
That's
is hard.
the easy part. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go fight somebody bare knuckle? Yeah, that's just a Tuesday afternoon for me.
Yeah. My last question for you, and I really appreciate you on the show, is: are we getting a fight announcement soon, or?
I think so. I mean, I've been tentatively told like either March 12th or April 17th.
Okay.
Well, that's a big difference as far as
Yeah.
training, but whatever. I've never really stopped. Like I fought April 10th. I was back in the gym October 10th.
Yeah.
Back in the gym October 20th, like full speed ahead. You know.
Perfect.
I'm a believer in like this. I like the slow burn, like steady instead of like, oh, we got to fight in 6 weeks. Let's pick it up.
Yeah.
I've learned. Yeah, that's not to use the cliche, but the whole stay ready instead of having to get ready. Like, I believe in that for sure.
Did you want to give a shout out to anyone, or before I let you go?
Yeah, man. You know, shout out my sponsors: Triumph United, Monster Energy, Royal Kratom, Lamp Botanicals, Nat Fit, San Diego, Chill Spot, Cryotherapy, Veteran Farms, and I'm sure.
You got to send some of those free monster drinks to the Combat Hour.
Yeah, I know, huh? I'd like to get some of those. People always ask, like, "Oh, do you just get free monsters?" I'm like, I wish it was that easy. I do know what they pay, so that's all that really fucking matters. So I'll shut up.
I really appreciate having you on the show today, and can't wait for your next fight. So,
hell yeah, man! I appreciate your time, brother.
Anytime. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.